Before we get started, I recommend watching the Oba Nodia teaser trailer, which this video will be covering if you haven't already. Also, shout out to my first subscriber, Professional Stop Motion. So, the first step I took when making this trailer was storyboarding. Ordinarily, scripting would come first, but the trailer has no plot, so that step is irrelevant. I use Google Slides for my storyboards, and that works well for me. I bring in different internet pictures of what I want to film, and then just make storyboard shots with them as usual. Unfortunately, many of the shots in the trailer were designed specifically for it. I would have liked to have actual shots from the project in the trailer, but only the prologue and the beginning of part 1 have been storyboarded so far, so my choices were limited. Also, as a one-time only treat, there's a version of the trailer in its storyboarded form at the end of this video. The second step of the creation process is the filming. For my camera, I just use my phone with the app Stop Motion Studio, and it works great. Now, very early on, when I started working on this project, I created my most used item on set, that being this neat contraption. This is a stand I made for my phone so that it would be nice and secure for filming. It also has the added benefit of being made of Legos, so it can be attached directly to the set, which has many uses including camera movement and just general stability. Lighting is also a very important aspect of filmmaking. Last Christmas, I got these very nice lights which are good for getting the lighting I want, whether it be darker space scenes or broad daylight thanks to their adjustable brightness. They also come with color filters for some of the more dynamic shots. But finally, we get to the Legos themselves. One of the biggest tips I can give for filming a stop motion is only build what you see. This is shown in effect with the shots I just showed, where just due to the change in aspect ratio, the end of the sets become visible. Also, the set for the Republic and Separatist fleets are actually the same. This was the same time and effort. The only real change besides the ships was the star patterns and having Oba Nodia in the background of this shot. The big shot in this trailer, and the one I am very happy with, is the War on Oba Nodia title crawl. For this shot, I had the letters of War on Oba Nodia surrounded by black plates. That whole section stayed stationary during the filming, but instead, I just had the camera zoomed in all the way at the beginning, and then I zoomed out a little and took a picture, then I did it again and again until it was zoomed out all the way, making the illusion that the letters were flying out into the vastness of space, never to be seen again. This would be a perfect time to talk about how War on Oba Nodia got its name. The first official title of the project was War on Rotuga. This was fine for the time, but I wanted to have some sort of connection to canon Star Wars. The solution came to me while I was watching Empire Strikes Back, right at this moment.
I know it, sister.
After hearing that, I immediately went to Google and searched for Star Wars Noyad Planet. Of course, nothing came up, so I quickly renamed the project to War on Oba Noyad, Oba meaning red in the Alblimi language, which is the alien at the end of the trailer, and native to Oba Nodia. Now, Oba Noyad was good for the time, but I was really confused as to how there was no material whatsoever on this planet that was mentioned in the original trilogy. So I searched again, not for the planet name, but for its description, and I found the Wikipedia article for Noat, which is described as being near both Hoth and Bespin. I knew I had to change the name to be not conflicting with the lore, but I liked the feeling of Oba Noyad, so I rearranged the letters to be Oba Nodia, which helped get rid of the mess of vowels in the middle, giving us War on Oba Nodia as it is today. Now that the filming is done, it's time to add sound design. The most prominent sound in the trailer would be the music. For the first half of the trailer, I combined sections of other Star Wars music. It started with the clone theme and then transitions to the Separatist theme and then to some music I made myself to match what happens on screen. It then has an abbreviated version of the Clone Wars theme ending with a loud drum. For the Clone and Separatist themes, I used a website called Noteflight where I created the themes and blended them together. In the stop-motion app I used, there isn't really a way to import music, so instead, for the music I made, as well as the Clone Wars theme, I used the sound recording feature to blast music through my computer. I could then lower the volume later to be at the same level. The sound of the battle droids marching is from a YouTube video, and the faint sound of the clone turning is some Tupperware being shifted around. The final thing to be addressed is the time frame of this project. The trailer only took around 2 weeks to do, including the filming and sound design and such, which was pretty fast, considering the earliest known record of this project dates back to February 4th of 2021. Yes, it took almost a full year and a half to get the teaser trailer out. Most of that time was constructing the over 500 slide storyboarding slideshow, the 15-page scripting document, and the 12-page ideas document, as well as a bonus 2 pages for some of the wildlife on Oba Nodia. As you can tell, this project is huge, so we'll see how long it takes for the prologue to come out. And now for the storyboard trailer.